For 100 days, a Hutu mother named Marie hid 12 Tutsi neighbors in a single mud brick room while genocide raged outside. In a single mud brick room while genocide raged outside. Each night she slipped a chipped enamel bowl of beans through a narrow doorway. The only light a flickering kerosene lamp. How did she keep them safe when killers came knocking, and what gave her the courage to risk everything? Marie lived in the Nyamirambo district of Kigali, a bustling neighborhood, where Hutu and Tutsi families had shared markets, schools, and water points for generations. By April 1994, the radio spewed hate, calling Tutsi cockroaches that must be exterminated. The Interahamwe militia set up roadblocks, and neighbors who once exchanged greetings now eyed each other with suspicion. Marie's husband, a mechanic, had disappeared the first week, taken by militia who accused him of hiding Tutsi. Left with her 2 young sons and aging mother, Marie faced a choice: stay silent and survive, or open her door to those being hunted. Begging for shelter, she ushered them inside, bolting the door behind them. What began as one family grew. Word spread through whispered warnings. Soon 12 people, men, women, children, crowded into the tiny room behind her kitchen. The space measured barely 3 meters by 2, with a low ceiling of woven reeds. Marie cleared a corner for a makeshift bed of straw, hung a thin curtain for privacy, and rationed her own meals to stretch the limited beans, maize, and salt she had salvaged. The first close call came on day 17. A patrol pounded on her front door. Marie opened it, her heart pounding, and claimed she lived alone with her children. She offered the militia a bowl of water, hoping the gesture would seem innocent. After a tense search that yielded nothing, they left, muttering about lazy Hutu who hid nothing. As weeks passed, the hidden group adjusted to a life of silence. They communicated in whispers, used a bucket as a toilet, and took turns keeping watch through a crack in the wall. Marie taught the children simple songs to keep their spirits up, and the elders told stories of pre-war Rwanda to preserve their identity. Food grew scarce. Marie bartered her late husband's tools for extra cassava at the market. Risking recognition, she also planted a small garden behind the house, harvesting amaranth leaves at dawn. Before the patrols began, each night after the militia's curfew, she would crawl to the hidden room, ladle out stew, and listen to the muffled prayers of those she protected. By day 60, rumors spread that a Hutu sympathizer had been executed for sheltering Tutsi. Marie's neighbor, Jean, was dragged from her home and killed in the street. The sight froze Marie's blood, but she doubled her vigilance, moving the family's sleeping mats deeper into the room and reinforcing the door with a spare plank. The climax arrived on the morning of day 94. A squad of militiamen, led by a notorious commander known for his brutality, surrounded Marie's compound. They shouted accusations that she was hiding cockroaches.
You collaborated with the enemy!
Marie stepped forward, her voice steady, and said she had only her children and mother inside. She invited them to search, offering tea as a sign of hospitality. While the soldiers ransacked the front rooms, Marie slipped to the back, pressed her ear to the wall, and heard the whispered breaths of the 12. When the soldiers found nothing, they grew frustrated. The commander leaned close, sniffing the air for the scent of beans. Marie, thinking fast, tossed a handful of dried maize into the fire, creating a smoky haze that masked any lingering smell. Satisfied that the house was empty, they withdrew, warning her to stay loyal. 4 days later, on the morning of April 21, 1994, the day the Rwandan Patriotic Front finally seized Kigali, Marie opened the door to the hidden room. Light flooded in for the first time in months. The 12 emerged, blinking, weak but alive. They embraced Marie, thanking her with tears that mixed relief and sorrow for the countless others who had not survived. In the aftermath, Marie testified before the Gakaka community courts, not seeking reward, but hoping her story would remind future generations that ordinary people can choose humanity over hatred. She continued to live in Nyamirambo, raising her sons and tending her garden, while the scars of genocide lingered in the silence between neighbors. If this story of quiet bravery moved you, please like, subscribe, and share your own thoughts in the comments so more erased histories like Marie's can be told. Her courage reminds us that even in the darkest times, a single act of kindness can become a beacon for many.